What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1 wide. I like the 4-2-3-1 quite a lot this year, so we're going to go with that. Guys, thank you for being on the series again. I appreciate you guys hanging out and being here. If you're enjoying the series, drop a thumbs up on the video. Yeah, let's go. So obviously in the last episode, we got to the final and I rage quit on purpose just to see what our rewards would be for losing in the final. And they were terrible. I am going to take Gareth Bale as my captain because he is a very good player this year. Ooh, that's not bad either. So he gets a soft link into Gareth Bale. Only 3-star, 3-star. He's got terrible composure as well. But his shooting and dribbling, other than that, are quite good. Not the greatest stamina either. So definitely someone to take off to somewhere down the line. And then I guess we have to go for Raul Garcia. He's actually not a terrible card. Really nice reactions and ball control. Really nice composure. Decent physicals. Good short pass and vision. Good long shots and shot power. He'll make a decent cam. What's his skill moves and weak foot? 4-star skill moves and 6 foot tall. He'll actually make a very good cam. So I'll take Raul Garcia. And let's go into La Liga squad, I guess. Unless we can't. Ooh. I mean, we could take Lamar there. Lamar's good, but with a 2-star weak foot, good dribbling, good passing. But that Felipe Anderson card is very nice. Really nice agility and balance. Really nice ball control and dribbling. Great pace, great long shots. Cutting in onto his right foot, hitting those finesse shots. I kind of just want to take him. Even if we take him now, bring somebody else back on to start with, and then bring him on as a striker or as a cam. I also wouldn't mind bringing Gareth Bale on to the striker spot and bringing somebody else on in the cam spot. Iborra would be really good for links here, but I'm probably going to take Jordan Henderson. High work rate, 6 foot tall, very well rounded, and a basic chem style. So because he's got a basic chem style, he'll get a nice little boost everywhere. Only gets a soft link into Felipe Anderson, and kind of means that we have to go for a hybrid a little bit more. But I'm alright with that. If we could get a Casemiro here, that would be perfect. We can't. We do get a La Liga player though. He's got good physicals. Medium high, 6'3", 4-star weak foot. I tell you what, he's not the worst, man. Is he artist? Dribbling and passing. It's not the worst, actually. Not a terrible player at all. I think once we get him onto 10 chem and he gets like the full boost into his stats there, he's going to be relatively usable just because of his height and his work rate. So I don't mind that all too much at all. Now we've got some, do we take Mario Gaspar? Get Gareth Bale onto 10 chem? Get the Turkish CDM, one link away from 10 chem, go full La Liga down the right-hand side, Premier League down the left-hand side? Or do we take Valencia because he's so good and he has a shadow and just go for Premier League instead? I think the most sensible thing to do is to take Gaspar. That might be a mistake in the long run. Oh, it definitely is now. Look at that. It's then giving me 4 Premier League centre-backs. Come on, EA, man. You got to be doing me better than that. If I were to take a Valencia there, that would have been perfect. But I didn't, so it wasn't. Chris Smalling it is. Come on, give me a Sergio Ramos here, boys. Van Dijk's not bad. In fact, Van Dijk is fantastic. He's great to have in the squad. We have got a Premier League set up there. I really, really wish now. Ooh, Marcos Alonso with a shadow, I think. Better than Mendy overall. I really, really wish now that we took that Antonio Valencia, because just a Premier League goalkeeper and we're all set. I mean, we've got Pope. I guess we have to take him. Yeah. If we had Valencia there, Smalling would have been on 10 chem. Valencia on 8 chem. It wouldn't have changed the CDM. I mean, we're in a good spot, though. We've got a nice squad. It is. We can go either way. We can go Premier League. We can go La Liga. We can take subs. We've got Valencia back. But this Immobile card... Let me do what's right, man. Let me do what's right. Let me do what's right. Let me take Antonio Valencia. No shadow on him this time, sadly. I get Benyat we can take and put in CDM. We'll give Garcia 10 chem. We'll also get 10 chem. 9 chem because of the position. But isn't a CDM. He has alright stand tackle. What's his height? 5'10", medium. The other alternative is taking Marco Asensio, putting him at left mid. And he actually would give Garcia 10 chem. He would get 10 chem. Let's take Marco Asensio. Let's pop him up there. That gives us a 2 chem boost overall. Just Jordan Henderson now. A little bit off chem, missing 1 link. Obviously, we could swap him around for Smalling. It wouldn't help anything. And now we do have Felipe Anderson as a substitute. Oh. Oh. I'm taking De Bruyne. He's too good. I'm going back into the Premier League. Let's do that. I'm going to need a Premier League striker and a Premier League midfielder. Not quite what we're looking for. We do get a Premier League midfielder in Cork, and he is English, so he will get chemistry that he needs. Medium high, 6 foot, 4-star weak foot. Ooh, really well-rounded stats, actually. I'll take him. He's got a shadow too. I'll take him. Let's pop him in there. We get a little chem boost up there. We're now missing just 2 Premier League players for a full Premier League squad. Asensio will be a really good sub because his card stats are very, very good. He doesn't have the greatest stamina anyway, so it's all right to bring him off. And then our last bench pick or reserves pick is Ricardo Pereira, which I can take because I can play him at right mid on 7 chem. And he's got decent enough dribbling and crossing and pace. We would then just need a Premier League striker, and that would be us done. Obviously, if we can pick up a few more better Premier League players, like a goalkeeper, for example, and Rui Patricio is exactly what we want there, that's ideal. A good Premier League centre-back would be good again. I mean, we get Joel Matip, not the informed version. Is he better than Smalling? Probably not. He has a shadow, though, so maybe so. Let's compare. 66 acceleration to 76 sprint speed. Can I not compare him to Smalling here? Versus 68 acceleration and 82 sprint speed. Smalling doesn't get a defensive boost, and Matip does. I'm actually going to play Van Dijk and Matip, I think. The 2 Liverpool boys. Dangerous, I know, but it might end up costing us. You know, we've got to every final so far. So taking this backline might be a danger to ourselves at this stage. We get Ruben Neves in there as well. How's his defensive stats? Good stand tackle, good passing, good long shots. 5'11". I don't know who's better there out of Cork or Neves. Let's have a look. I mean, Cork has much better defending and physical and is playing a CDM, so we'll keep him in there. We haven't got the most amazing set of players here. Oh, much better. I mean, I could take Isco. I might have to put, like, if I could, I should probably take Isco. Maybe I shouldn't take Isco. Fernandinho is going to be amazing to sit in that CDM role for me. But the problem is the striker doesn't get any links. If we take Isco and start Asensio and Isco, they will all get 10 chem. And then we could put Gareth Bale back on, and Gareth Bale will only get 8 chem. But I think that's going to be better for the long term of the team than taking Fernandinho. The only way, like, if we get a Premier League striker, it would have been better to take Fernandinho. But I didn't want to risk getting a Premier League striker and not getting one, which it looks like we haven't, because this is going to be our silver pick. Oh, it's not even a silver. Ooh. Do we want to take Raja and bring him on as a sub? Do we want to take Otamendi because he's got a beast card? What's his chem style? What is it? I'm gonna take Raja. We're gonna take him as our sub. This is a good squad, guys. I'm really happy with what we've got here. Whoops, don't want to be doing that. We're not gonna get perfect chemistry. We're gonna have a few players off chem here or there. I might bring Chris Smalling back in as well, just because of the chem that we're gonna want to get on him up Cork. Although that doesn't actually change anything because he doesn't get enough links. Although Chris Smalling is gonna give us a chem boost for Valencia. So I think that's going to be the smart choice here. Either way, the 2 CDMs are on 6 chem. 6 and 7, 6 and 7. Alonso's fine. Asensio is fine. If I start Felipe Anderson, we lose chem on the cam. Do I care? Would I rather have Jordan Henderson on 10 chem? No. Let's put Asensio back in. I like this squad a lot because what we've got is we've got a really, really good first team. A few little chemistry issues here or there. Obviously, a Premier League or La Liga manager would do wonders for us here. Right, we get a La Liga Spanish manager. What else do we have? Do we have Premier League manager? We don't. So let's take that. That takes us to 100 chemistry. But what we've got is we've got a really good starting 11, and then we've got 3 fantastic substitutes. Rajan Angolan to go in for either Henderson or Cork, depending on who I'm not liking. Felipe Anderson to come on for the striker, and Kevin De Bruyne to come on in for Isco's spot when I need him, and that is happy days. Funnily enough, this is probably one of the better teams we put together so far. And I got a feeling I'm going to lose in an early round. I've got to the final 7 drafts in a row. Can I make it 8 in a row? Let's find out. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 4-3-2-1 Premier League team with some really nice players. Well, an almost Premier League team. Firmino in from Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, Idrissa Gueye, who is actually very, very good. Smalling, De Gea, Stones. You know, just a really strong outfit there from the EPL in general. But we start off quite well here. Some good passing at the top of the box. Ball comes into Gareth Bale. He drags that one back. Hits the time finesse. Only gets it orange. But because of how good his shooting is, it goes into the top corner anyway. And it wasn't too deep into the second half before we got the second goal. Felipe Anderson on as a substitute. Gets in behind. Couple of step overs. Cuts the angle. Gets into the box with a La Croqueta. Finds Isco, who finds Gareth Bale somehow, and Gareth Bale squeezes that one home to take a 2-0 win. Gareth Bale then hits the La Croqueta and feeds the ball out to Asensio. Asensio stops, a few more step overs there, plays that one into Isco. Isco finds Gareth Bale, who flicks it up, and bang, what a goal, what a hat-trick from Gareth Bale. 3-0 in game number 1 to wrap that one up and pop us into the second round. So very comfortable victory there. Some clean goals from Gareth Bale, and then the one scrappy goal as well. Into the second round, another 92 in form Eden Hazard. Another pretty much all-Prem squad apart from Ter Stegen in goal. Some great players in this team as well. Fred, Salah, Walker, Zaha, but just like in game 1, it started off really, really well for us. Isco finds Angel or Angel here, who finesses that one past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. Eventually we make it 2-0. Gareth Bale getting his 4th goal of the draft so far to make it 2. And it wasn't too long before half-time before we made it 3. Gareth Bale again doing some bits down the right-hand side. Finds it into Cork. Cork finds Isco. Isco finds the back of the net. And 3-0 is where this guy decided that he didn't want to play anymore. So we got a nice easy rage quit into the semi-final. 2 3-0 wins. Very nice indeed. And into the semi-final, we come up against this monster team. 186 draft. I haven't seen a 186 before, so this is the first I've seen of this, but he's got some great players. Mendy, Hazard, in form Lacazette, Eriksen, Kante, Salah, you know, Alisson, Vertonghen, great cards. He's got Trippier and Stones with Anchor Chem styles. Like, this is a really strong squad. And he subbed off Daniel Sturridge for Neymar, and that just added the icing on the cake. However, we capitalise on a defensive mistake from this opponent. Isco with the La Croqueta, followed by the finesse shot, but just on the stroke of half-time, he pulls it back. Lacazette playing the 1-2 with Eriksen. Eventually, Eriksen gets some space in the box. You know, you can see how good this guy is. Drag backs and fake shot stops, and eventually he finds the shot there, the pass into Lacazette and scores, and he deserved that goal. Like, this was a really tough game. This guy was a really good player, and I thought and I felt that I might lose here. I thought that this would probably be the end. However, the main man again, Gareth Bale, playing the ball out there to Rajan Angolan on as a sub. 1 pass later, 2 passes later, it finds Bale, who finesses that past the goalkeeper. And Bale once again gets his name on the score sheet, puts us 2-1 up, and that is how the game ended. 4 saves from my goalkeeper, 3 saves from my opponent. And I don't know if this guy watches the videos, but you can see by the stats there, 55% possession to me, but very few shots from the pair of us because it was just such a tough game. Into the final, we come up against another monster team. Suarez, Hazard, Modric, Casemiro, Kondogbia, Paul Pogba in there at centre-back that he immediately switched out and popped into the midfield. Very, very nice team. And just like the semi-final, very, very nice player. However, also, just like the semi-final, he makes a defensive mistake. It lets me straight in, and Gareth Bale scores every single game this draft. 3 times in the first round, once in the second round, once in the semi-final, already once in the final. Felipe Anderson here as well, threads it through here. Here's Asensio. gets into the box. The guy doesn't really put too much pressure on me. We find Gareth Bale, who shoots and scores again. That makes it, 7 goals for Gareth Bale. And at 2-0 with 15 minutes to go, I'm thinking this is quite comfortable here. I end up tackling my own player there, and thankfully I did as well, because although this guy scored from that, if I would have got the tackle on him, I would have fouled him. I would have got a second yellow. I would have ended up getting sent off and might have gone on to lose it. I go 3-2 up against this guy with a nice little finish there off the post. Then Gareth Bale shoots and scores and gets yet another goal in the final. A hat-trick in the first round, a hat-trick in the final. This guy then goes and gets a penalty with Luka Modric, and he rolls this one just to the right, which is important because he actually got another penalty a few minutes later, and he went straight down the middle, and I stayed down the middle and saved it. You can see there I got a red card with Isco as well later on, and we end up winning the draft. So that is the end of the gameplay, guys. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so another draft, another win. We are 8 finals in a row, 6 wins, 1 loss, 1 thrown draft, and I couldn't be happier. Genuinely couldn't be happier. This was a tough team to play with. I'm not going to lie. Cork and Henderson just didn't really do much for me the whole game. This guy up here, he's tragic. I think he might have scored 1 goal, maybe. But he was generally tragic. And having Asensio on the left-hand side as a left footer isn't something that I personally enjoyed. I like to cut inside and finesse on the right foot. So I made some changes, like sometimes early in the game, sometimes at half-time, which pretty much looked like this, and then this, and then this. So just to get Isco out on that left-hand side. I know he's not as fast as Asensio, but having the right footer on the left-hand side was really important for me. So this is kind of what the team looked like. Gareth Bale absolutely carried the team to victory. If it wasn't for him, and Van Dijk as well. Van Dijk is a monster in this game. If it wasn't for Bale and Van Dijk, I definitely wouldn't have won, because my semi-final opponent and my final opponent were very, very good players. I think whichever one of them had Neymar in the team, maybe as a semi-final guy, I came out of that one just sweating. I was so close to not winning that game. Him with his Neymar was just amazing. But we get another draft win. Very, very happy with that. And we get, yes! Come on! We get not the trashy reward. This is the first time we've got this reward. A premium gold players pack and a mega pack. Let us begin with a premium gold players pack. I don't even care if we get nothing now, because I just got a different reward. Finally, we get some better rewards, guys. We are going to get Montero at left mid from Swansea. Not exactly ideal. Maybe I lied about these player packs. Is there anything that's sellable in here? No. This guy, because he's Spanish? No. No. So nothing sellable, but, you know, like, we will make profit off of this draft just because of how much everything does sell for, and the fact we got like 3k coins back. Into the mega pack walkout. Come on. Is that an inform walkout? Oh, that would have been sick. Still, oh, Spanish, CDM, Barcelona, Sergio Busquets. That is amazing. I believe he is extinct. We get ourselves an absolutely huge walkout, an extinct walkout, and a very expensive player in this mega pack. Let's have a look. 35,000 coins. Let's go, dudes. I'll even give him little 250 coins cheaper. I am so happy with that. That is fantastic, guys. So we've made huge profit off of today's draft. We get a few other things there I don't really care about. That's fantastic, guys, honestly. I actually want to keep that. I'm so happy with that. Maybe I'm not showing it, I promise you. I'm really happy with Sergio Busquets there. A nice big walkout. A nice big 35,000 coins. Lots of profit from draft to glory. And there you go. You can see up in the top left, I've just gone up. That Sergio Busquets has sold. And that is a nice addition. So we packed now from here. Obviously, Ben Yedder we packed. Busquets we packed a few others here and there as well. So yeah, I could not be happier with that, guys. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Finally, we get some great draft rewards, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.